So if it had been a coming-of-age drama about a guy growing up in Sweden who worked at a video store, and you had been wanting to make it for a decade,
then it wouldn't have been made here.
you would have been more precious about it, but because it was something that you were open to, it wasn't like that for you. And
no, it was very much, I was very much accepting of like, okay, it's not quite this, it's more this. You know, it's like, that's fine. And at the end of the day, you just want the movie to be the best thing it can be, which in some ways made me listen a lot to like focus groups. Because, you know, that was a fun experience as well, to have test screenings and focus groups. And the thing is, test screenings, I think, are quite valuable, because just sitting with an audience and seeing a movie, you will see it differently than if you're seeing it on your own. Because it's kind of like seeing it with new eyes for some reason. As long as it's just someone new in the room with you, even if it's in the editing bay, you see it differently, because it's like, now you're thinking of how they're seeing it. So I found test screenings to be valuable, but then focus groups are maybe not as valuable, because that was the big thing on Lights Out. The focus group was like, well, who is Diana? What's the backstory? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh shit, they really need to know that. And again, you want to make the best movie possible. So we shot this sort of more backstory, like, oh, this is who she was when she was little and everything. I don't think it turned out as good. I kind of think it ruined it a little bit, and that's, some people criticize that as well. But yeah, focus groups are dangerous because they're sort of asked to find problems with the movie, and then they sort of try to find something, and once they do find that little thing, then everyone else is like, oh yeah, that thing that needs fixing, and oh yeah, maybe do this and this. But I think focus groups, or I hope that they're kind of going away a little bit, because that's what I found out, is that, you know, they fill out these, they see the movie, they fill out these forms, and then they go away and sort of calculate what the score is for the movie, right? Because you have these boxes if you think the movie's excellent, very good, good, fair, or poor. And you want to have people tick those two top boxes. That's all they care about. And if they want to recommend the movie. So while they're sort of calculating the scores, that's when you have a focus group to like hear people. But nowadays, I mean, with Shazam, now they have apps, so they just give out like iPhones to the whole audience, and they fill it out, and right away you see what the score is as soon as they fill it out. So you don't really have to do focus groups these days. But yeah, I think test screenings are valuable, but focus groups maybe less so. I don't even remember what the question was, but we wound up here.